Good evening, Boonsboro. My name is Caitlin Wolf from the National Judges Association. I will be adjudicating you on auxiliary this evening, October 4th at Allegheny High School. I wish you the best of luck.
Band is proud to present the Boonsboro High School Marching Band.
Okay, so as we begin our program this evening, I really like the stage you have set up for your color guard, and I really like the variety within your performers that you have already set up.
We come from different backgrounds and different families.
Okay, so I'm really liking the variety and how we're adding on to each other. That was very nicely done. Thank you.
Of a legacy spanning 75 years, standing on the shoulders of those who came before.
Okay, so I really like the initiation you just had here. That was very nicely done.
Each one of us individually carries a piece of our history.
Okay, so thank you for the 45. That's a very nice variety moment there. Okay, and I really appreciate the training you've given from performer to performer as they move to the back of the field. Okay, just make sure that they understand exactly how you want them to travel. That was a very nice moment for you, and I really like this phrase of how we're adding in. Okay, I'm really liking the layering that we have going on here within this ripple moment. Okay, really make sure that as we're going through the stage that each performer knows exactly where they are. I see a couple spacing issues. Okay, so I really like that toss that you added in for them there. Okay, that's very nice. Now, as we're going through this is a very nice moment for the band musically. However, I don't see that reciprocated within the guard work. Okay, so the same thing, I'm seeing a couple spacing issues as we're opening up the forms. Really take a look at that. Okay, so thank you for the added body there. Okay, as we're bringing through, exactly how is the arm being utilized in that moment? Exactly what angle do you want it? Okay, I see that your performers are connecting from each other at this moment. That's very nice, thank you. Okay, so far everything that you've asked from them is very achievable. Thank you. Okay, so I'm really liking the staging moment, how you have them in the middle of the band. Thank you. Okay, again with the arm. Thank you with the very nice gesturing we have here. Okay, now we're going into the strip flagged work. Okay, and now we're coming out of the strip flag work. Thank you for that. That made a lot of sense there with the percussion into the winds. Okay. Make sure that we understand exactly how to open ourselves up and that we're not spinning closed in and that we're actually spinning very open within our shoulders and within our chest. Okay, make sure that we understand exactly how are we gesturing with that arm, how are we utilizing that. Okay. As we're sustaining that note, I like how you did that add-on, thank you. Make sure here that the carriage is exactly the same. How are you holding that? Are you holding that at that very nice, tough, upright angle, or are you holding that at a different angle? Okay, I really like that. Okay, a lot of your releases there went up at the same height. However, a couple of them came down at different times. Really make sure that each performer knows exactly when it's coming up, when it's going down, and exactly how to catch it. I see a couple of different arms here.
For over 7 decades.
Okay, and as we're transitioning off, really make sure that we understand exactly which performer's transitioning off when, and exactly how are we transitioning off. I really like the soloist, how we brought her over to that nice negative space. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to sample over here from side 2 as we're pulling the soloist off. Okay, I'm really liking how we're integrating the guard in with the band's movement. Thank you. Okay, so I'm really liking the sasha you put in there. Okay, I'm just sampling from the movement section you have written here. Okay, so really make sure that as we're passing out of that sachet that we understand, are we passing in front, are we passing behind, or are we passing into our knee? And really make sure each performer understands that. The bloom that you just did there, thank you, that was very nice. Okay, really make sure how are we using our hip flexor here? Exactly what degree are we going to with that up kick? And how are we utilizing our foot through that? Are we pointed or are we flexed? I saw a lot of varieties within that. However, a nice transition off.
We are forever linked through the Boonsboro Band.
Okay, so as we're transitioning on, okay, I see a lot of different directions and how we're going. Thank you for utilizing the field. Now, are we supposed to be flat or are we supposed to be angle? Okay, very nice moment here with the Wombas. Okay, really make sure each performer knows how to utilize the weight of a Wamba. Okay, overall, nice way to flood the field with a lot of color. Okay, I appreciate the add-on here through the sustained note.
The past trusts us to leave our band better than when we found it. Every one of us together shares in that responsibility.
Okay, I appreciate the transition off here and how we did that in a very nice ripple. Thank you. Now, however, you have the soloist here. Could you utilize him in a way to benefit the auxiliary? Could you have a dance soloist? Could you have an equipment soloist? Could you have something out there to help solidify that ending moment? You have a lot of negative space there. Really utilize that space. Okay, now we're bringing out the soloist here. Okay, I'm really liking her wrist manipulations. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Okay, think about how in that staging, how you're integrating her back in. Is there a moment where you could integrate her back in sooner, or could you move her stage so she stands out more as a soloist? Okay. Okay, I like the layering effect that you did there. With the tosses, okay, even with the drop, it was still a very nice moment. Okay, same thing with the sotos as I said earlier with the batmas. Really make sure that they understand exactly what degree are you having them go to. Are you having them sparkle out of their sotes? Meaning, are you having that front leg extend as well with the back leg? Really verify that, because I saw a lot of varieties offered within that moment. Okay, so I really like the layering effect that you have going on. Really make sure they understand exactly the technique you want them to release the rifle with. I saw a lot of varieties out there within the wrist or the elbow or the shoulder. Okay, now as we're pulling them from side 1 to side 2, and we're offering the group with the transition off, I'm losing that visual of what I see the band doing here, and especially when we open this negative space right here.
75 years of excellence. We are family. We are.
Okay, I understand the company front here. Thank you for the raised leg back there. Thank you very much. Okay, I really like that you are writing very achievable work for them. Okay, and they're very understanding how to connect from side 1 all the way over to side 2. Thank you. That training is very, very seen in everything you're doing. That was a fantastic toss, much better than the one I saw earlier in the program. Okay, I'm really seeing that connection between side 1 and side 2. Thank you. Verify that arm right there, though. Okay, I'm just going to sample the phrase here. Okay, so at the end of that phrase, I saw a lot of disconnect from side 1 to side 2. Overall, a fantastic phrase. Keep building on that. Keep building on that training. Keep building on the cleaning. You have a fantastic start to the year so far. I just keep building on those basic fundamentals and really verify exactly what you went through them. And I think you will become very successful throughout your season. Thank you.